what do you say to someone that grew up in the mindset that, like, it's a dog eat dog world, and especially in a field like sales where it's super competitive, it's hard to condition yourself to get out of that mindset of thinking about your own priorities first. Like, how do you what type of like systems do you put in place so that you can kind of check yourself and make sure that you're operating from the place of value, compensation, influence, and all of that?
Yeah. So it kind of in a way I think comes down to the question of, yeah, this go-giver stuff, putting other people's interests first, and all that sounds all nicey nice and everything. And yeah, once I'm wealthy and don't have to worry about it, I can start doing that. But for right now, I really need the money. So I need to be focused just on the money. Okay. So let's say that's the person's mindset, okay, which is a lot of people's mindset, because that's how we've been brought up to think of sales, right, and business. And so I might say to the person, let's do kind of a thought experiment and make believe that you're the prospect and I'm the salesperson. And I'm that person who, again, I really need the money. I don't have time for this go-giver stuff. I'm going to go in there, and my goal is to close the sale, get the money, and get out of there, right? So I go in, and we start our discussion, and I'm asking you questions because I've been taught and trained to ask questions, but I'm not really listening to understand your needs, wants, and desires. I'm more or less asking questions just to kind of get some information that can help me sharp angle you into a close later on. I'm kind of, interrupting you because I want to get to the point and get this thing happening. When you have an objection, I'm a little bit defensive about it, because this objection of yours is standing in the way of my money, right? And I try to just overcome the objection, right? And I'm closing too early and too much. And, I'd ask the question, are you in this situation, all things being equal, are you more likely or less likely to buy from me right now? And I think most people would probably say less likely. Okay. So now let's take the same situation. I'm a salesperson in that same situation. I need the money, and, so forth and so on. But now what I'm going to do is, it's not that I'm going to deny my self-interest, but I'm going to suspend it. I'm going to put it to the side, and I'm going to place my focus totally on bringing immense value to you. So we're meeting, and I'm asking you questions, but these questions, I'm asking because I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what it is you need, want, and desire. And not only that, when you tell me, I'm going to ask you to, and I'm going to do it diplomatically and tactfully, but I'm going to ask you to clarify, to make sure that what you said is what I heard, and that what you meant is what I understood. And by the time our discovery session is over, you're going to know that I know what you're looking for. Okay. Only when I do know that am I going to then connect the benefits of my product or service with what you need, want, or desire. When you have an objection, I'm going to welcome it. And I'm going to assure you it's a good question, and that we need to work through it to make sure that you're comfortable with the process. But rather than just answering the objection itself, which may just be a manifestation of what's something going on inside that you don't really even understand, what have you, we're going to work together to kind of go to the root of that objection and discover what it really is. Then we're going to work through it together to your satisfaction. And Jason, by the time I ask for the order, I am simply asking you to do something that you've already told me you want to do. Now, my question would be, are you more likely or less likely to buy from me right now? And the chances are probably more likely. So that person who sees sales that first way, they need to understand really why it's actually in their best interest to place the other person's interest first.